Hello and welcome to today's training. And in today's training, I'll be showing you how to compute the capital element of a loan repayment amount and the interest element of a loan repayment amount. In our previous lesson, I showed you how to calculate the loan repayment amount. But in this lesson, I'll be showing you how to sieve out the capital element in that amount and the interest element in that amount. As you can see, this is the function we'll be using, the PPMT function, and this is the syntax or the argument of the function. And you can see the rate here stands for the interest rate. The PER is the period we are going to be calculating for. The NPER is the loan period. The PV is the principal amount of the loan. The FV, though optional, is the future value of the loan reserve amount, and the type is a repayment type. These two arguments are optional. So for the purpose of this training, I'll be working with the first four arguments. So let's go into it. We have the annual option and the monthly option. So we'll be calculating the capital elements of the loan repayment amount, both the annual option and the monthly option of that capital element. So we're using the PPMT function. And to start with a formula in Excel, I always say you start with an equal to. So equal to PPMT. There we go. What's our rate? Remember, this is our first argument and just highlighted it. The rate, what's the rate? Our rate is here. Because we've already typed it in a cell, you just click on that cell reference. So you select the cell reference, right? Now, the payment per year is once. So the payment per year, if the person is going to be paying 3 times per year, put the 3 times, just put 3 here. So the payment per year is 1. So I will divide the interest rate by the number of times the person is going to be paying per year, right? So you put comma to take you to the next argument. What period do you want to calculate? I want to calculate for the 4th year. I want to calculate the capital element of the loan I'll be paying in the 4th year. What's the capital? I want to calculate that. Now, what is the period of the loan? The loan period is 5 times the number of payments I'll be making in a year. So it's a 5-year loan period. I'll now times it by the number of times I'll be paying that for that loan in a year, and I'm paying once. So 5 times 1 is still 5. So once in a year. Then the next argument is the principal amount of that loan, which is the loan amount. I'll select this cell, 5 million. And that's all for this argument. I'll just close it. As I stated, the last two is optional. For the purpose of this training, I won't be working with the last two. So I'll just work with the rate, the period we are calculating for, the period of the loan, and the present value. So I can close my parentheses and enter. So you can see for the 4th year, this is the principal amount, 1,105,746.70. We are going to be checking this in our annual amortization table to see the accuracy of what we just computed. But before we do that, I want us to still calculate the monthly amount, the capital amount that will be making in the 58th month, because this is the monthly option. So if you're going to be paying on a monthly basis, what's the capital amount you'll be making in the 58th month? So we'll still be using the same function, equals to PPMT. The rate is this divided by the number of times we'll be making payment. So this is a monthly repayment option. And for monthly, you're making payment in a year 12 times. So in a year, you see that payment per year is 12. So I will divide this interest rate by this number of times I'll be making payment in a year, right? So what's the period I want to calculate? I want to calculate because I'm making payment 12 times in a year, and it's a 5-year loan, meaning that the loan is going to be the months that the loan will cover will like 60. That's 5 times 12, 5 years times 12, so 60 months. So the period now First of all, I'm calculating for the 58 period. So I have 60 months, but I want to know the capital for the 58 months. Good, comma. Then what is the loan period? As I stated earlier, you just say this 5 years times the number of times I'll be paying in a year, which will give you 5 times 12, which is 60. Then what is the principal amount of that loan? This is it. Okay. And you close your bracket. Good. So you see, we have our monthly amount. This is the capital amount we'll be paying in the 58 months, 107,951.21. So to check the accuracy, let's check for the annual first, 1,105,746.70. We'll go to our amortization, annual amortization table. And for the fourth year, you see it's 1,105,746.70. Now, check out for the monthly amount. We'll go to the monthly amortization table, 107,951.21 for the 58 months. 58 months, you see 107,951.21. That means our computation is accurate, right? So the next thing I'll be showing you now is how to calculate the interest element of the loan amount. The interest element function is the IPMT, while that of the capital is PPMT. So the argument is the same, but the function is different. Here is IPMT, while in calculating the capital, we use the PPMT. So you see that we have the same rate, the period, the loan period, and the present value. These two last arguments are optional. And as I stated earlier, for the purpose of this training, I'll just be working with the first four arguments. So let's just go in and calculate the interest element of the loan repayment amount. So we'll calculate the annual interest element and the monthly interest element. Equals to, start your formula with equals to, so we have the IPMT. IPMT was my rate. This divide by the number of times I've been making payments in a year, right? So what is the period I'm calculating for? This is the period, 4 years, the fourth year. I want to know the amount of interest I will be paying on the fourth year if we are using selecting the annual option. So what is the loan period? What period does the loan cover? Does the loan period times the number of times we're making payments in a year? Good. So what is the present value, the principal amount of the loan? You select it and you close your bracket. You're good to go. So you have, it means that in the fourth year, this is the interest element you'll be paying on that loan. In the fourth year, if you're choosing the annual option, this is the interest element you'll be paying in the fourth year, right? So let's also compute the for the monthly option using the IPMT function. Our rate is this divided by the number of time we are paying in a year, which is 12. Our period, we want to calculate for the 58 months. I explained that earlier. And what is the loan period? The loan period is this times the number of times we are paying in a year, which is 12. And what is our present value or the principal value? This is the loan amount. So you close your brackets. So this is the interest we'll be paying in the 58th month if we are going to be paying our loan on a monthly basis. So we'll just check the interest, the annual interest for the fourth year in an annual amortization table. You see 281,301.96. 281,301.96. So the interest for the monthly option is 3,271. So we'll go to the monthly option 58 is 3,271. Good. So that's how you go about calculating the interest element and the capital element of a loan amount. I believe you've gotten value from this lesson. If you have, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel for more value tips. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.